Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. My name is Ybot. We're going to continue right where we left off. I moved my XSplit overlay, so it's going to hopefully be less infuriating. And, well, huge surprise here. We're going to choose the technology that'll give us a little science junior here. Because it is the engine for getting more science. And ultimately, we need science to get better rockets, to get here to very heavy rocketry, to get nuclear propulsion, and especially to get the command module here, which is very important. Getting multiple Kerbals into space at once is a priority. Anyway, speaking of which, I had a module before where I was able to just go ahead and add in, it was like a passenger module. Does it come with this one? So I got it pretty bloody early. Just trying to find that. Space exploration, that's not there because that's the hitchhiker can. Should have been before that. It's not here, because this is supersonic rocketry. This is where you get the Mark II cabin. It's the Mark I cabin. Engine nacelle. No, it's not there. There it is. Mark I crew cabin comes along with the Rokomax brand decoupler, launch stability enhancers. Okay. So 45 science for that. Now, do we want this technology here, general rocketry? It'll give us a very good engine. It'll give us an engine that gimbals very well. Although we need decouplers as well. So let's... Yeah, and this also leads on the path to aviation, so we'll grab this one first. And we will see what we can build and... Yeah, we'll see what we can build. We're probably just going to cheese the game for a little more science. Like, basically just building this plus Science Junior. And we're not even going to lie about this. This is a Science Junior roller. My god, am I incapable of spelling science today? Yes, I am. Alright, and it'll be crewed by Mr. Bob Kerban, our resident scientist. Go ahead and save that and launch it. Oh. This needs a bit of a balance here. Oh well. Open the doors. Observe the materials bay. Got 7.5 science just from that. Crew report on the runway is not going to do much. Okay. Well. EVA. Collect the data. Restore the experiment. Get back on board. And let's go for a ride. Let's revert that flight. It never happened. It was a bad dream. Yes, by the way, guys, I will be using autosaves. I will be using reverting of flights because... Yeah. I have no intention of playing Kerbal Space Program in any sort of Iron Man type mode. Alright, observe the materials bay. Keep that, and just recover vessel. We'll do the same thing on the launch pad just to get a little bit more science. And maybe that'll get us aviation when we can just drive around the Space Center. Alright, so what do we need now? I was looking for aviation. Yeah, we're a ways away from that. No. Vehicle assembly building first to build our ship. Just simple science junior in a capsule. It's good enough. Launch it. And we'll just use it to gather scientific data from the launch pad. Keep the data. Can we do a crew report? Apparently we can't. Alright, so EVA. We don't even have a scientist in here. Okay. And recover vessel. So we have a grand total of 27 science now. Okay, very good. But everything we need except for general rocketry is going to cost us more. Okay. Alright, so vehicle assembly building again, and let's build a proper rocket. Apparently we can't. Alright, let's build an improper rocket, folks. We'll build the most improper rocket ever. Let's load up the save for the Titanic. And for now, it's not about sciencing, it's about getting there, so we'll just keep things to a bare minimum. Just the thermometer and barometer and the circuit board there. And do we have any sort of avionics we can use here? Yes, we do. Excellent. So we'll get those hooked up. And we can look at our missions down here. Launch our first vessel. Launch your first vessel. We broke an altitude record. Very good. Escape the atmosphere and orbit Kerban. Those we have not accomplished yet. Okay, so more fuel. To raise this up. And we have some radial decouplers now. I think it's about time we use those. Oh, that's interesting. Alright, so we're going to keep these off for a sec, and we're going to see about getting some good solid boosters here. These things don't count. They're not good. How's our connection? It looks decent. Alright. Electrical charge required but not generated. Cannot transmit science. Okay. Well, let's take a look here. We've got... I'd say we've got enough Delta V to actually get into orbit. First stage has plenty of thrust, so we can actually probably leave this as is. We'll throw down these in the second stage. Yeah, I think this is good, despite what the engineer's report is saying here. Well, they're probably talking about the chip here. So if we remove the chip, no. It's fine, the engines will be running the whole time we need anything. Alright. Maybe we can shut it up with a little bit of a battery pack here. Saying unused monopropellant, fine then. We'll get rid of that. Oh, here's the real problem. We have too many parts. Our launch pad can't handle it. So, that would make sense. So we're over by 10 parts. Hardly surprising. Scrap some of those. Now we're over by 7 parts. Scrap some more of those. We're over by 4 parts now. One more part. The other thing is that the mass exceeds the launch pad's capability. Alright, that we're gonna have to upgrade for, if we can afford it. Launchpad. No, so right click on it. Let's see what we got. 50,000 for an upgrade? Yeah, we can do that. We cannot, however, upgrade that. That's going to be way too expensive. Alright. So let's go ahead and get it. Take another look at our ship now. Do we still have Valentian here? No, it's back to Jeb. $4,000 Delta V, that's nothing to sneeze at. I don't think it's going to do the trick, but it's nothing to sneeze at. Kind of think we should add a little bit more fuel to the first stage here. And we're at max parts now, so 30 parts. Okay. Let's save, let's launch. We're gonna have to upgrade the VAB very soon. And mission control. And the astronaut complex. And the runway. The runway is gonna be a disaster once we get anything apart from basic vessels. Alright, so fire up the boosters. Those things are working really, really well. Wow. Should have just made it out of these things. As a matter of fact, they're going too fast. Alright, well. Shoot them off. Hopefully nothing gets destroyed. Alright, so we're at 10,000. So we're going to go ahead and start our turn if we can manage it. No, no, you don't want to turn. Come on, come on. You can do it. Well, that's better than nothing. And there goes the first stage. Second stage is go. We're definitely going to escape the atmosphere. Prefer to be able to get into orbit too, though. So we're definitely going fast. Holy shit! Look at that! That's ridiculous. Yeah, we can just cut power for now. Or just burn straight down. Try to stabilize this orbit. Well, so much for that. We succeeded in escaping the atmosphere at least. And we broke altitude records. We broke a land distance record. Broke a couple of them. And we completed our contract. Cool. Now if we can just get Valentia safely back on the ground. Alright, so we've gone past our apoapsis. We're starting to descend. And we might as well just jettison this stuff now. Do a crew report. That's about all we can do. We threw away all of our instruments just to get up this far. Can't EVA yet because of the astronaut complex. All right. Wow, this thing's really sensitive right now. That's fine. Fortunately, the aerodynamics should keep it going in the right direction when we hit the atmosphere. Just as long as we hit the air at the correct angle, don't burn our parachute up, then we'll be good. There we go. And the capsule's actually just positioning itself to get there. It wasn't much of a burn up. It's safe to deploy the chutes now. We are over the water, so we can wait a little bit. Let's go ahead and just do it now. It should open anytime now. Right, I was actually time warping it. Okay. And we'll go back to time warping it. Just get her down to the water and we'll stop for the last 50 meters or so. There we go. Very good. Alright, so go for a swim. EVA report, nothing really to do. And crew report, can we get anything out of this? Yes, we can. 2 science is 2 science. I'll take it at this level. And let's recover the vessel. Alright, it's just loading now. Back to the Space Center. 57 science we have now. So we can go ahead and grab aeronautics, I suppose. Aviation. Or general rocketry, which will give us a slightly bigger fuel tank. And a slightly better engine. Advanced rocketry actually gives us a reasonable fuel tank. And propulsion systems, heavy rocketry, fuel systems. Yeah, so we really want to really get ahead. We'd want this and this along with this. Flight control, we'll need that one eventually. Or we'll need this to get the command module. Anyway, I think we might want to get some aviation now. Yeah, let's go ahead and grab that. It'll at least... I'm pretty damn confident that I can build a flightless plane that will recoup all of that data. So, we'll see. So we'll do this, connected to a Science Junior. And we're just going to drive around the Space Center. So that's good and centered, very good. Do we actually have a structural fuselage? No. Okay. We have the Mark 0 fuselage, okay. Probably need to duplicate these. Here's the problem. I would like an empty fuselage is what I want. Well, whatever. I guess we'll go for this. Yeah, that'll work, actually. Because we can... aerodynamics. We can get the circular intake here. And we can put the actual jet engine on the back here. Because, of course, this thing will not run under wheel power. That would be too easy. That is not going to be level. No. Just need the landing gear. Need the landing gear to be duplicate. Okay, I think that's going to keep things mostly level. We don't need much fuel at all here. And go ahead, we'll throw a barometer on that side. No, we're not doing that. Just one barometer will do. One thermometer. And a good canister on the other side. Right on top of our logo, and I think that should be good. All right, everybody. Let's go do some sciencing. Ah, damn. Wrong Kerbal. Alright, so we're recovering this vessel. And we're throwing Bob in the pilot seat. And we're also throwing on the engineering chip. So we can detect our biomes. So we know when to scan. Alright, so spaceplane hangar. Bob the scientist. And Kerbal engineering system, we'll just throw that up on top here. We'll throw on some batteries too. I don't think we're hitting any sort of yeah, we haven't hit the we haven't even come close to the 30 part limit yet. Okay. All right, let's launch the flightless bird. Let's go for a drive. And for the cockpit here, the reason that I chose the command module is because it's a lot easier to get in and out of, and this guy's going to be doing a lot of that. So, like, he can get EVA report. Doesn't need that one. He can science on the barometer. Keep that. He can get back in because we're falling off the runway. Alright, so EVA again. Take the data. Store the experiment. Yep. All sorts of fun, exciting stuff, folks. Observe the materials bay. Barely any science there. Restore the science. Okay, store data. Can we get anything from mysterious goo? I think we shouldn't be able to. Oh, we got 0.7 science, sure. Alright. Let's board the capsule and let's get going. 25% thrust ought to do it. Or not. Oh, that's just terrible. Can we somehow right ourselves? No? Alright. Well, that's going to do it for this episode, folks. Thank you for watching. My name's been Ybot. I'll see you guys next time.